Waiting. Oh, we're live. We're live, sir. Oh yeah, dude. I do that in my head at work. I'm taking over.
I gotta learn how to play the whole song. I think it'll be fun. We should tell everyone that's what plays before all three of our live shows every week. Is Michael Jackson's what's the name of that? Another Part of Me.
We're taking over.
The very beginning of that, we listen to that and we know exactly where it starts playing at 7:04. So we know exactly when we get to the specific part in the song, it's 7:05, and I have to turn the song off, and we have to go live.
Oh man. Oh, get.
But
Okay,
it
we
gets
we
us.
can't have that on the table. You got to take that thing right there. Okay, good. Yeah, hide that. Good. Perfect. Excellent. You can't share that to them. That's crazy. Okay, you ready to go live? Okay, we're good. Let's do it. Oh yeah, everybody. Hello.
Hi.
Hello and welcome
Hi.
to. Are we good? Yeah, we're good. We're good.
Everything is
Welcome
fine.
to is today Hump Day?
It's Higgity Hump Day.
It is Hump Day. Hello, everybody, and welcome
ready.
to Hump Day. My name is Billy Floyd, and that
The
is
Commodore.
that's right, baby. We are the KitchenKillaz from Orlando, Florida, coming to you live from Orlando, Florida, with your poll results. This is the poll result show,
Resulting
and
polls.
not only are we going to be playing for you some tunage, but we have our good friend, writer, creator, author, director, and Lord G.W Pomichter that is joining us for the show today. He's been a fantastic friend
He's right there.
of the KitchenKillaz for years, and a lot of our success we can most certainly attribute to his and his team's hard work and their patience with us. I would say their patience with us. Because we can be a rabble rousing group, if you will, but you put us together, man. We create
Well,
some pretty cool stuff.
We are a family,
Yeah.
but
We
the
are
the family in Home
family.
Alone was also a family.
It
So
was a family. Yeah,
I'm just gonna. That's all I'm gonna say.
that is true. That is very true. That is very true. So thank
We
you
love
guys
each
for.
other.
That's right, man. Thank you guys for joining us today. Let us know how everything looks and sounds. I'm trying to follow along on our own video. It looks nice and clear. Look how clear that is right now, temporarily. Can you
And,
guys see how clear that looks? You can.
No vignette.
Oh yeah, no vignette. Not that I see, because we're kind of on a different scale here.
We don't need him anymore.
That is
Well,
true.
we don't need him for this show.
Who are you talking about? The vignette?
The vignette.
Yeah, we don't need the vignette for this
producer.
show. That's right. So thank you guys for joining us
Good
tonight.
little guy.
On this week's poll, we had this was an original poll.
Yep.
This was an original
Yep.
poll. This week's poll was all original KitchenKillaz songs. We have the votes. We've tallied all of them. We're looking at them right
happened?
now. It looks good, man. It looks good. But do you want to do an interview first? Do you want to do music first? I say we do interview with G-Dub and then music, or do you want to do music and then interview? What are you thinking?
Well, let's ask him.
Let's ask him.
G-Dub, you wanna do interview first?
Let's bring G-Dub in
I,
here.
I always I come for the tunes. I came for the tunes. So I mean,
All right, so we'll play tunes first then.
play at least one.
first.
Play it. Give us a tune, man.
That's not a bad idea.
Good. Listen to you.
That's a good
We'll
idea.
do the results first, and we'll do the flip the pick after the talk.
That's a good idea. I like that idea.
Is that all right?
Yeah. I like that idea.
Groovy.
Okay, we'll do the
Glad we
winners.
asked.
We'll do the winners, then we'll do the interview, and then we'll do flip the pick. Is that what you're saying?
That's what I'm voting.
I like that. That's good. So the great GW is here for some tunage. So let's go ahead and give him what he is here for, because today's GW Day.
Here
Today
you go.
you can ask Sage. She messaged me earlier. She was like, today is National GW Pomichter Day. Because she
It
always
is.
sends me like the day. It's Camel Day, or it's National Cupcake Day, or it's National Wear Your Headphones vice versa
Is
day.
it Lord Day? No,
It's-
but that's a good one.
No,
it's
that's
G-Dub
It's
Day.
close. It's very close. Yesterday was Lord Day, so now it's Lord GW Pomichter Day. You see, they
Post Lord.
they piggyback right off of each
GW
other.
Day.
So I wanted everybody. Thank you, Garrett, for joining us tonight, man. We most certainly appreciate you hanging out with us. We know you guys have an incredibly busy schedule, so to be able to break off a little bit of time and hang with us, man, is most certainly appreciated.
He's still recovering from that 57,000 hours he went live.
Today is National Grape Popsicle Day. Well done, Sage. Well done.
Yes.
Sweet baby. Well, we're gonna jam some tunes. We're gonna play what came in second and first, and then we're gonna bring on a great award-winning author, writer, father, leader, and Lord G.W. Pomichter for a crisp and cool interview with one of the coolest dudes on the face of the planet. 10 out of 10 on beards. I would say 10 out of 10. And 10 out of 10 when it comes to choices of partners. Well done, sir. Well done. Not bad at all. So we're going to play some jams for you guys. We're going to take Garrett off because we can't have this much sexy on the TV. Our TV will blow up, and we don't want that to happen.
They won't look at us the entire time.
No, they'll just
like, oh, that's great music.
They'll just great beard. Look at they'll just be mesmerized by the G.W Pomichter beard. It's the way it works, man. We don't make the rules.
He looks so
all right,
good.
G, we're gonna pop you in the green room real quick. We're gonna play some jams. We'll bring you right back, brother.
Awesome, man. Awesome.
Awesome.
So coming in second place was it a dream?
That's right, baby.
21 votes.
21.
Wow, thank you
not
for those
bad,
20.
Not bad.
Oh, there I am. Now you hear me, okay?
Oh yeah.
I'm really worried about this. I need to fix that one day.
What is this one? Was it a dream?
Was it a dream?
I like this one.
We're gonna start with this was number 2.
Oh yeah.
Number 3.
Yep, sounded good, baby. Let me unmute that. Let me hit that one right there. Oh yeah, baby. Oh. This is gonna be a song about GW. Look at that beard, so damn sexy, girl. Look at that guy, oh, he's sexy, girl. Oh, everybody look at Lord G.W Pomichter on National Grape Popsicle Day. National Grape Popsicle Day. There you go. That was a song we just wrote for you. It's called Was It a Dream? Talking about Garrett. Garrett. He's a good dream. All right, guys. Here we go, man. Was it a dream? Or did I see you smiling back at me? Dark hazel eyes that can pierce through the heart of me. Radiant beauty bearing an angel in front of me. So, was it a dream? Or were those not your lips that parted and pressured me? Your supple kiss, it graces my lips. Time stops and calls to me. Motions like to take your love, make it a part of me. Again. And I wanna know where our love goes when we leave. I don't wanna leave it out to dry. Let's get it wet and see where it leads. I wanna know, could it be too much to ask for you to step from my dreams to me? Walk out of those visions that I've seen in my sleep to me. Wake me from my nightmares where you're not standing near to me. So I wanna know, could I leap to my dreams with you and leave my reality to dive in the happiness that's created by you and me, escaping from the loneliness that echoes and follows me again. And I wanna know, will you take me when you leave? I don't wanna wake from my dream, so please lead me to my sleep. I wanna know, can I stay with you in my dreams? I'm wondering, could you answer a question and clear this up for me now? And clear this up for me. Was it a dream? Or did I write this for an angel that visits me? Is it just me and my crazy contradiction taking me in two directions, leaving everything up to me? So please let me sleep, so I can see you smiling right back at me. Soft lips to tell the truth and they'll never hold back with me. Motions you to take my love and give this right back to me. I wanna know, will you take me when you leave? I don't wanna wake from my dreams, so please lead me to my sleep. I wanna know, can I stay with you in my dreams? I'm wondering, could you answer a question? Clear this up for me. And clear this up for me. Was it a dream? And clear this up for me. Was it a dream? And clear this up for me. Was it a dream? And clear this up for me. Clear this up for me. And clear this up for me now. All right, let's do one of these. And I actually want to bring GW back on, man. Let's bring GW back on. We can chat for a little bit and see what's going on. What up, G-Dubs? How are you, sir?
Oh, boy.
How's everything going?
I'm great now, man. Thank you. That was awesome.
Hey, man, we just wanted to touch base because we missed you.
Dose.
I felt like it was ages since we've seen you. And I was like,
It
you
is.
know what?
It was.
I feel like after this emotional song and writing him one, I felt like we needed to bring him back on. Plus, I wanted to remind all of the new viewers that have just joined the show, thank you guys for checking us out, man. We really appreciate it. Tonight, we have our YouPickTwo poll result show, and we have award-winning author, Lord, director, creator, father, brother, uncle, grandfather, and all the great things, capital beard wearer, G.W Pomichter joining us right after this next song. We're going to have a chat with him, and we're going to talk a little bit about all the things that he finds himself engaged in, which is a lot. So, yes. But I just wanted to let everybody know, this is G.W Pomichter. Look at the beard. Take a moment. Put your phone down. Put all the things down. Set it down in front of you, and look at the beard. Understand
Look at how he wears it.
how majestic it is.
Places it across
Like
his
a true,
chin.
like not so much like a guide or a leader, but more like a lord.
Lord.
That's
an
lord's
award-winning
beard right
lord.
there. An award-winning lord.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I like it. Award-winning lord. Oh yay.
He didn't win an award for being a lord, but he's an award winner.
Oh yeah.
And also a lord.
Oh,
so
Lord,
does that,
what an award
does that
winner.
Count?
Yeah, it
You're
counts.
an award-winning lord.
It counts times two. That's times two.
They don't give away awards for lords.
That's a doubler
I know.
right there. Yeah, they're giving away. We're making Lord Awards now, baby. Oh yeah.
I just gave one away. Now they do.
There we go.
I'm
Now we
they.
do. So thank you guys for joining us, man. And we are going to we're going to play our #1 song. Then we're going to bring GW up. We're going to chat with him a little bit about who he is and who is your daddy and what does he do. We're about to find out right after this next song. Garrett, thank you for joining us. We're going to have you hang out in the green room. We have some M&Ms in there. We have some watermelon in there. We have delicious treats and snacks in there. It's all digital. You can't eat any of it. However, if you close your eyes and imagine, I bet Dina or Sage will show up with a crisp cup of coffee for you because they're that good.
Yes, they are.
Oh yeah. Awesome. So what's up, everybody? Thank you guys for joining us tonight, man. My name is Billy Floyd, and that is
The Commodore.
That's right, we're the KitchenKillaz from Orlando, Florida, coming to you live from Orlando on this hump day. Brian Winslow and Richard Patituccio's figgy favorite day. Oh, Luke knows. Luke knows what's up.
Hey.
He knows it's hump day, baby. So thank you guys for hanging out with
He's trying to tell them.
That's right. This is
out there.
I hope Kevin B. Blood is hanging around in here. I see Mia Dawn Blood in here, and I hope Kevin B. Blood is with you
Could
because
be both.
this is his song. This is Kevin B. Blood's song.
Oh boy. If I'm not mistaken, he voted for this song. He may have.
Oh yeah. Not only has he voted for this song, but Kevin B. Blood even recorded a drum track for this song that you can find on his YouTube page. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is a KitchenKillaz song. This is called "Wasting Time." I hope you guys dig it. I hope you're having a fantastic hump day. I'm tired of the way that you look at life with innocent belief. I'm weary and beat down by the lack of faith I've seen in whom I thought could follow suit and come through and light gets down in your dirty. I'm fed up with the lies and the seamless moments that you brush to the side. And don't waste my time with your lies. I'm done with happy hearts and endless love. It's all just worthless while everyone sleeps tight. I pray and ponder life. But you give nothing, you said, and wonder why you're still chasing dreams. Don't waste my time, you're full of your lies. And don't waste my time with your lies. And don't waste my time as you fade into the fire. Don't waste my time with your lies, with your lies. Don't waste my time again, and don't waste my time again. This one's for you. Listen closely, write it down. It's better that you find out now. No longer will I hold it back. Truth will come to light. So gather up your tears and blanket. We both know tonight you need it. You and I know it's no secret that you're a parasite. Afraid to take the first step forward, last to sacrifice the future. Tonight I'll take it one step further. Open up your eyes. You're a lazy bullshit talker. Take that chip right off your shoulder. Do us all a great big favor. Fade into the fire. And don't waste my time with your lies. And don't waste my time as you fade into the fire. Don't waste my time with your lies. With your lies. And don't waste my time again. And don't waste my time again. And don't waste my time again. Oh no, no, don't waste my time again. And don't waste. Yes.
Chicka something.
Chickasaw. All right, let me mute this. Let me do this. I'm going to pull this guy. I'm going to pull this guy here, right there. We're going to do that. And now
sounds like
the
fun.
moment we have all been waiting for. That's right. Ladies and gentlemen, the one, the only,
GW.
the profound, the amazing,
the titles first.
the incredible,
titles. Here we go.
the magnanimous, the stupendous
Stupendous.
Writer.
Leave that out.
director, creator, and Lord,
Award-winning.
G.W. Pomichter. Oh, yeah.
He wins awards, ladies.
Oh, yeah. He won an award today.
Congratulations.
The Lord Award.
Was it for that wave?
It was. Now he just got another one. Now he just got another award.
The Commodore's Lord Award.
The Commodore Lord Award.
Yeah.
I like it.
That's right.
I like
sounds
it.
kinda
GW,
good.
I have to commend you on your choice of background. Well done, sir.
Why,
I like
thank
that very
you.
much.
Thank you.
Good
Yeah.
picture you got
So
there.
GW, thank you so much for joining us, man. We really appreciate you taking some time to spend with us and talk a little bit about who you are and what you do. So I will say this: we know that you have your hands in a lot of things. Not only do you have your hands in the entertainment industry in regards to video and interviews, but you're also a writer. You are also a published author. You are also a creator, an inventor, an idea machine. Where something pops in your head, you're like, you know what? Let's put on a 56-hour cyber con because we can't have MegaCon. Let's just come up with that and let's do it.
He's an ideas guy.
He's an ideas guy.
But an ideas guy combined with an action guy.
Yeah, he's a pull the trigger guy too.
Oh, yeah.
He's definitely a pull the
those
trigger
two
guy.
together are dangerous.
That is very true. That
Who
is
does
very
that
true.
remind me of?
That's what I'm talking about. So the great G.W. Pomichter and I were introduced, I'd say 5 or 6 years ago at Space Coast Comic Con is when we first started kind of hanging out and causing trouble
Yeah.
with each other. And then 3 years, almost 3 years ago when we kicked off KitchenKillaz, G.W., Sage, Dina, Steven, Cosplay Michael, they were right at the forefront of being there to support us and help us out and get us started. Garrett has been a sage, no pun intended. He has been a very wise leader, almost as if he's been our Obi-Wan Kenobi. He's really helped us. He has really helped us grow, not only as individuals, but as a group. And we continue to be completely amazed and extremely humbled by GW's involvement in KitchenKillaz. Not only that, but we had CyberCon concert just a couple weekends ago. We streamed it right from here. We had 8 hours, 13 artists from all over the world. And again, that was Jen Hogan, who is our press and promotions coordinator, coming up with an amazing idea, sharing it with Garrett. And Garrett's badass, and Garrett jumps right on board immediately and brings his entire team, because a captain is only as good as his crew, and he has a fantastic crew. Sage and Dina, Cosplay Michael. Cosplay Michael, he's just a troublemaker. You need a troublemaker in every crew. You need people to pick up heavy things and put them down, and that's Steven and Sage and Dina. They're pulling all the buttons. They're pushing the buttons. They're turning all the knobs. They're hitting all the switches. And at the helm,
You've also got to have someone to swing on the swings in the back and then fall asleep on the couch. You need one of those.
oh yeah, absolutely. And Cosplay Michael's got that squared away.
Got all the roles filled.
Oh yeah, it is a motley crew. And at the helm of that amazing motley crew is the amazing G.W. Pomichter. How are you, sir?
This guy right here.
I'm doing great, man. I'm doing great. I am every day that I get to do what I do is a privilege. It's an amazing, it's a fantastic privilege to be a part of a community with you guys and so many of our friends and family that we have in our community. And of course, to be a part of this team, let alone to try to lead it from time to time, is it's an honor I can't even describe, because it's something I'm better with a keyboard, so I can type it better than I can say it a lot of the time. So, but I have said it a million times, to borrow from much greater minds than myself. If I am successful at anything, it is I am successful at standing on the shoulders of giants, because every one of you is truly a giant. And just to be able to stand on your shoulders and wave at the crowd when we go by is a privilege.
What's and I think one of the cool things about it is, and I think this comes with experience and it comes with age. Like when we're younger and we're trying to make our mark in this world, there's a lot of competition. There's a lot of, oh, well, don't like this guy, like my page, don't like that page. But as we start to move through this really cool community that we have, and we start to grow and we start to meet new people, we really start to realize how much we can help each other out, and how much the more we work together, we all find success together. And it's been an amazing journey to see the incredible circle of people that we've been able to work with just in our intimate community, that has rallied and been a huge part of KitchenKillaz. Terry McIver has been an absolute gem. Jen Hogan, Michelle Hess, Kyle Nunez. I mean, these are titans. These are incredible people. Lisa Baker, Jason Sauer have just all been incredible people, and all of them in their own have been creators. They've been influencers. We worked with Josh Bauer for a long time, a fantastic artist. So it's really cool to have this cool community that is able to bring their individual skills into and pull them all together to make a fantastic experience. So not only are we able to present music, but a lot of times we're able to present live art. We're able to present food being made by the mad scientist, hosted and streamed with the help of Hangin' With. And it's incredible to see this huge team come together under the umbrella of entertainment and work together and pool their resources and pool their skills and put out a fantastic product that literally reaches around the world and touches people in completely different parts of the country with music and entertainment and just fun. And I think that's one of my favorite parts about the whole thing, is to watch everybody grow individually. And Hanging with Web Show is kicking ass and taking names. Now, you guys have you've had your YouTube channel. You've hit some pretty amazing milestones with your YouTube channel. And that's just one aspect of Hanging With.
Yeah, that's kind of where our involvement in the community got started. I started as an author, as a writer. That's kind of what I am at my core. I am on my My fourth book is out. I am working on my fifth with my son Dylan. Guys, do you have an open mic there near the speaker? I'm coming out and going back in. I just saw it in the chat.
Us or you? You guys?
You guys. It's coming out on your side. Are you guys on headsets or is there a speaker there?
We don't have a speaker.
We
Laptop?
don't have any speakers now. No. Hold on.
Wow, I'm coming through twice. I don't know why. The guys just said it in the chat. I don't know.
Oh, no. That was Jason Sauer saying he gets 3 shout-outs because of his last name. Is that what you're talking about? Oh,
No.
yeah,
Somebody
GW
put
is
they heard
echoing.
GW twice.
I see that.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Which is bad enough the first time.
It sounds
So
clear. Yeah, it sounds.
All right.
It sounds clear on this end, my man. I'm not necessarily.
I'm good over
sure.
here. So we're good.
I don't know. We love an echo. You know, we can
Yeah.
even give you. We can even give you
Oh
an echo.
yeah. I'm waiting for the reverb.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So
I know.
yeah,
we've
hit some great markers along the way. Last year, this time we hit 10,000 subscribers on YouTube. We are now at 12,600 a year later, almost a year later. And that in part is due to this community, because one of the things that we did last year that I really was excited to do was we took the channel and I kept milling over that word in my mind, channel, not show, channel. And I produce a show. I produce the Hanging with Web show. It's an interview talk show series featuring artists, authors, filmmakers, creative minds of all kinds. And I love doing it, but it's a show, not a channel. So I thought, what is a channel? A channel is a network. It's a network of other creators. You don't watch the CW and just watch Arrow. You watch the CW, watch Arrow and Supergirl and all the other stuff that they have to offer, and all the great teen dramas and all the news. And I said, well, where can we get that kind of content? And I thought, well, we're a part of that kind of content. And so the HWWS Web TV channel was born on the back of the Hanging with Web show to put out other content, other people's content, other producers' content. Oh, look, there's Lucky behind me. There we go. Thank you, Dina. So we put together other hosts like Mark B. Lee, who hosts Saturday Morning Cartoons, and many interviews with friends that he's made throughout his life on the convention circuit. We have art from Josh and Josh Bauer and Back Talk with Bauer. We've got the main event with Kevin and Mia, obviously. We have a multitude of different shows that are going on of all different topics and all different types. And then, of course, we have the other shows that we have in syndication. So we syndicate proudly. We are able to syndicate and share other creators like the KitchenKillaz. We have KitchenKillaz broadcast from Friday that we recycle over to HWWS Web TV. So we're trying to share more than just us. It's great. I love being on camera, guys. It's a lot of fun. I enjoy talking, but really what I enjoy is sharing, the experience that I'm having, meeting other creators and talking to them. So that's the biggest thing that happened to us this year was HWWS Web TV and it's a cooperative network. I don't own these shows. I don't profit from them. That's for their producers to do. I just syndicate the show. I get it out there on to an audience. So that's one of the things that I wanted to do early on with our Hanging with Web show. It's one of the things that I'm able to do a little bit more successfully now, and we just keep going. And then CyberCon obviously was born on the back of that to bring all those creators together in one big broadcast. So whatever we can do to share the work of the people that we come in contact with is what we do.
Man,
and that's my work back there. Dina keeps sharing.
Man, you guys been kicking ass, bro, and it's really amazing to watch you guys grow, and not only to watch you guys grow, but to watch you guys evolve. The music hour that you guys have, which then turned into like a 24-hour streaming website, which then turned into the top 20 and the top 10 every single week when you're bringing music and independent artists in from all over the planet, which is incredible because not only have we as the listeners been able to really enjoy different types of music that we would have probably never heard. But you have been able to grow a pretty amazing music library of independent music from artists all over the world.
I've got the best MP3 collection ever. MP3 collection ever.
I bet.
And it's interesting to see that not only have you were you starting to, especially with Hanging with Web Show, because when I was introduced to you guys, it was Space Coast Comic Con, and you were doing interviews. You were interviewing cosplayers and creators and artists, and you were going to tables and you were having them come over and sit down in the chair. And I don't know how many times that we have seen friends of ours sit in the chair, and we've been in the chair. But you move that again, and you continue to evolve, and then you started involving independent music, and you started streaming musicians, and you started having top 20 and a top 10. Then you started featuring advertisements and commercials of writers and authors and other things on the show, just reaching out, and doing nothing but promoting everybody. Which it's interesting, because you could be the best musician in the world and have the best music in the world, but if you don't have a distribution method for people to listen to it, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter unless you have a way to get it to the people. And what you guys have been growing over the past, how long have you guys had the indie radio music hour? How long have you guys had that?
The Indie Music Radio Hour started about 2 years ago now, almost a year, a little over a year and a half. We started out again. We did the daily interview show, and we got to interview a lot of different kinds of creators. But when we interviewed our musicians, one of the things that we noticed right away was, wouldn't it be nice to be able to feature their music? You know, if a writer comes on the show, they can read from their book. If an actor comes on the show, everybody knows their face from whatever they were in. That kind of, and an artist can bring a painting to the set. But the musician, you know, oftentimes I thought, well, wouldn't it be nice if we had a place where they could perform? Because it's hard to do that on our set. It's a small talk show set. So I thought, well, what if we started doing an indie music radio hour, where every week we did, you know, as many musicians as we could squeeze in, and we talk about where we met them and how we came into contact, or where they came from, and then we play their music. And the girl said that sounded like a really good idea, so we set it up in a podcast format, and we did that for over a year. We did it for 53 or 54 episodes, and then the music library was just too big, and there was no way that I could feature all that music in an hour or even 2 hours of a show. So I reached out to the owner and the producer at Krypton Radio, and I said, how do I launch a music radio station? And he walked me through it and told me how crazy I was. And then he was kind enough to give me access to server space and said, let's do this thing. And so in partnership with Krypton Radio, we launched HWWS, Indie Music Radio. It's 24 hours a day, streaming 7 days a week. It's online. It runs right through our website at HWWS Web TV. There's a player right on the front. There's also an iTunes player, so you can play it in your iTunes library. QuickTime, all the Windows Media Player. You can just get the live stream all the time. And so it is 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, all independent music all the time. And it is the greatest music from the most awesome artists that you've probably never heard of.
I love that, man. And it's definitely one of those things where it's every famous musician that you know of started out as an independent musician that nobody ever heard of. And then they were able to work with the right distribution methods, and they were able to get the music out there to the masses for people to fall in love with it. And the unfortunate thing is, some of the best music written in the world, nobody will ever hear, because they're not able to find that distribution method. And I love how you tossed your hat in the ring and you were like, you know what, we're going to be a distribution method. We are going to be we're going to do everything we can to get independent music from independent writers around the world out to the masses as much as we can.
Years ago, my parents were musicians when I was, this big, and they did bars and honky tonks, and they played all these places. My mom stopped and came home and raised me. My dad continued on, and he and his wife, had a career for about another 10 years. But in those days, they cut their first album and they drove it from radio station to radio station, and they gave singles out and begged for airplay. Today, those radio stations are owned by the huge corporations. You don't just drive in and hand them an album anymore. They don't want it. They don't want your album. The disc jockeys couldn't play it if they wanted to, even if there was one left, which there aren't very many.
That's true.
So the mechanisms that were there just when I was young for my folks to get their music out aren't there anymore. But there's more mechanisms in place now for independent musicians. You have Spotify and you have all of these fantastic sites. But again, it is a lot of work just getting that one single onto all of those platforms.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
and
yeah.
I'll and
Especially when you're talking about solicited and unsolicited music going to individual radio stations where, like, there used to be a time where you would, if you wanted to and you were an independent musician, you can go to the radio station and go to the front desk and say, "Hi, my name's Billy Floyd and this is the Commodore and we're the Kitchen Killaz and here's our music." And they say, "Okay, thank you so much. We'll see what we can do with it." Now, good luck, man. You don't even get in the front door anymore. You have to be solicited. You have to be represented. And when you talk about trying to get music onto a big station, it is incredibly, incredibly difficult. It's all about who you know and who knows you. And in this day of independent recording artists, I think Macklemore was one of the first ones that came out and produced and represented himself. He didn't sign with a big label. He did all of his own groundwork. It was guerrilla marketing. He took it from the ground and he proved to everybody that it was possible to make it big, make it huge without having the big labels endorse you and sign you
Oh
on
yeah.
to these huge
And what's
contracts so you
amazing
could get the solicitation.
what's amazing today is that the mechanisms are in place and they are I won't say they're not difficult because they are difficult. They
Yeah.
require a whole new skill set than we know in our capacity as artists. When I'm writing a book, I'm writing a book. Marketing that book never comes into my mind. What the cover is going to look like never comes into my mind. And I'm sure it's the same thing when you guys are sitting down to write a song. You're not thinking about, the size, how are we going to get the CD made and how many songs are on it? How are we going to engineer, what we need? Those things come later. And so today, the internet, though, has taken what was a medium that was entirely controlled by a handful of people and it's democratized it. It's put it in our hands. We don't have to have $1 billion. We don't have to have access to the big boardrooms. What we have to have is a willingness to learn things we don't already know. And if we have that willingness to learn things we don't already know, broadcast years ago, the idea that you and me and the Commodore can sit here and talk across distance and broadcast it out to a live audience, 50 years ago when I was born, that was only NBC, ABC, and CBS could make that happen. Nobody else along the middle could make that happen. There was no mechanism in the middle for an independent show like the KitchenKillaz to grow and reach an audience. You could have what they used to call a cable access show. You'd go down to your mom's basement and you'd broadcast on a low power antenna to about 15 houses nearby. And one of those kids would accidentally turn in the middle of the night and their mom would go, "What are you watching?" But we didn't have an internet. We didn't have something that would mass distribute our media. Today we do. And so it's not a matter of reinventing the wheel. It's a matter of learning how to scale. It really is. I am not ABC. I cannot broadcast to every home in America, but I can go on Facebook or YouTube and broadcast and hope that I can pick up one of the 1 billion users that are out there right now. And, that's how we grow and that's how we can help each other grow. When I started the show, it was because as an author, I knew there were a limited number of places that I could market. Everybody wanted to take my money, but nobody wanted to share my work.
Right.
So I wanted to be the guy that doesn't take as much money and still shares the work. I don't, I live very simply. You guys have been to my home. Everybody, I live very simple. I raised my family in this little house.
Good goal to aspire toward.
And
So G.W, you said some a little earlier that stuck with me. It's you gotta be able to learn and grow and adapt, and I think that's one of the huge things that you and us have in common.
Oh yeah.
Is we're ready to see a challenge or like a setback as a challenge, and we get past it and we learn and we grow from it and we constantly evolve what
Sure.
we're doing, which is how you have your hands in so many facets of the industry that you're in.
It's why you're on StreamYard right now.
It is.
That's one of the things where both of us, and it's been really interesting to see, hanging with Web Show, to see the music hour, to see all that grow and evolve. And it's like, once we get everything perfect, awesome. Now it's time to upgrade. Once we learn our platform, excellent. Now it's time to change it. Now it's time to grow. Let's see what else is out there. Let's see what else can bring us to that next level.
And think about these innovators, these people who have innovated. think about the people who took an idea like, hey, these guys are streaming live on Facebook and Twitch and these other platforms. But they want to be able to do the same things that can be done on network television. They want to be able to have lower thirds like we're having down here. They want to be able to have graphics. They want to do what CNN does, but they can't afford $15,000-$20,000 switcher boards. They can't afford these things. How can we do that for them? So innovators like Be Live and StreamYard, ManyCam, there are a dozen platforms like this one, like StreamYard, out there that are innovating every day how to take your home webcam and turn it into a camera in a studio.
Yeah.
And let us, that's right. And so we tried, and I know you guys have been right there with us. We tried Be Live platform. It has many features we loved. What it didn't have was that stable connection to social media. StreamYard has an excellent stable connection to social media, but you and I, we all see in the bottom here, one of the things that we're missing is a place where we can load in external graphics very quickly and rapidly. ManyCam is a great platform allowing you to tie into every cell phone that you have in your community and use it as a camera. But again, it doesn't have a stable connection to the web. So everybody is innovating in real time. StreamYard at the beginning of the COVID-19 crisis was being used by a handful of people that I knew. By the end of the COVID-19 crisis, right now, we're lucky to have a stable connection because it's in use right now all over Facebook. So the innovations that have come out of this media explosion have been wonderful, and it's fun to test. I'm not a photographer. I'm not a videographer. I'm not an editor. I'm a writer. I can sit down and come up with a great, idea, stream. As you guys said earlier, the Commodore said, I'm an idea guy. It's very true. I'm an idea guy. I write down ideas all day long and hope that it builds a world around it. I'm not a photographer. I'm not any of these things. I went online. I went to YouTube. I learned how to be a photographer. I learned how to control the shutter speed and the ISO and the color pattern on my camera. I learned how to edit. I literally, I would almost call this a college education. I reached out to my brother, who's a filmmaker in LA. He gave me a almost 30-hour live Google Hangout how to edit video, how to cut it, where to cut it, where to frame the shot. From the point of view of a college-educated filmmaker, he dumped everything he could possibly dump into my brain in about 30 hours online because I had a deadline for an interview that I was trying to produce. So, and again, I've always loved the look of a film camera on set. I'm a movie fan. I love movies. I've always loved the behind-the-scenes stuff. And I never knew what any of that stuff was for. I just thought it was really cool looking. And then I set up the studio here in my house, and I turned on my studio lights, and they were so bright that I got this huge line of glare in front of my camera. And I had no idea what to do. So off of my DSLR camera, I pulled the hood. It's the thing you see in the front of the camera with all the little barn doors. I pulled that off, and I surrounded my webcam with it. And it got rid of that light streak, and I went, that's what that was for. All those years I thought it was a cool piece of equipment to look at. It actually has a purpose.
It's just so you know you're in a studio. That's what those
yeah,
are for.
exactly. And so, but you guys saw when I was out there at the house, we were doing the cyber concert, all the gear and everything, and it is, everything is put together, and I learned something, and then I'll go, hey, I can't do that for this piece or that piece. Can I make it? And I learned how to build stuff. The set behind me is it's all on hinges and wheels and rollers and green screens, and it's all modular, so I can take it in and out when I need to. So it's an education. Every day is a chance to learn something new, man. And if it makes me better at what I do.
And that's the thing I think is important is every day is a chance. It's an opportunity. You're not forced to change. You're not forced to evolve. You're not forced to grow, but you have the chance. You have the choice if you want. And Kyle said something that we had put up just before. He said that the only constant in life is change. And if you're not growing, you're dying. And I agree. If you're not growing, if you're not building, you're going the other way. And that's it. So you either grow and you evolve and you change and you update, or you're doing nothing is you might as well just give up and go backward if you're not doing anything to change, if you're not doing anything to evolve, if you're not doing anything to grow, if you're not testing anything new, if you're not trying anything new. And be scary, break shit, make mistakes. It's okay.
Or
That's how we
the
learn.
one that I love so much is get out of your comfort zone.
Yeah, that's what I was saying before. Like once we get comfortable with our platform, once we know we have everything down, once we know how to use this and there's nothing else for us to learn,
Push.
sweet, we switch it all up. Let's
Push
change everything.
harder.
What
Well,
can we do to make it better?
one of the fundamental tenets of art, people focus very heavily on, and that is mastery of skill. When art is graded, whether it's music or paintings hanging on a wall or a movie critic going into a movie theater, when an art critic looks at something, they look at several different elements: the subjects and the mediums, and the mastery of skill. And we can focus a long time on mastering our skill. And then once we do, sometimes we get a little complacent. We think, I've mastered my skill. But what I forget is part of being an artist is pushing the boundary. It's creating something new. And so once you master your skill, if what would have happened if Leonardo da Vinci had mastered his skill, mastered painting a landscape, and then stopped there, and didn't invent half the things that we've ever heard of, and didn't do these
We
things?
wouldn't be talking about them right now.
That's right.
We wouldn't be
What would
talking about
happen
them right
if
now
the
if he
artists of the
stopped.
Renaissance had mastered their skill and went on to do great, brilliant portraits of kings and queens and stuff, but Raphael never painted the School of Athens? What would happen? What would we be talking about him right now if he was just painting popes? No, we wouldn't. So as artists, we want to master our skill.
No, he wouldn't even be a Ninja Turtle.
Who's that?
That's right.
Yeah, he wouldn't be a Ninja Turtle either.
He wouldn't be a
Either.
Ninja Turtle at
It just
all.
it wouldn't have happened.
Definitely wouldn't have been.
That's right. They would have
Definitely
named the
wouldn't have
Ninja
been a
Turtle
at
Harold.
all if he just stopped. That's true.
And then Harold the
That is
Ninja
true.
Turtle would be famous, and nobody would know who Raphael was.
Yeah,
See?
Leonardo, Donatello, Michelangelo, and Harold.
That's right.
It just doesn't have the same ring to
The
it,
show,
GW.
Not
the
at
show
all,
probably
see?
wouldn't have done quite as well.
So-
The show
So
probably
yeah, we
wouldn't have
want
done
to
quite as well.
master our skill, but we
Yeah,
also
the
want
theme
to
song
push the
wouldn't have been as
boundary.
cool. Very true. Very true. Very true. And I guess for those of you that are just joining us, we are sitting down with G.W. Pomichter, a fantastic leader, so many titles, Lord of the Beard. We call him G.W, the amazing G.W, writer, director, author, all those great things. He's been a friend and a partner of KitchenKillaz since our very inception. Before we were in KitchenKillaz, when we were Billy Floyd and the Commodore, G.W was in the feed with his entire team.
I tuned in to the first KitchenKillaz show. I was on a vacation. I had left and gone to New York in the summer, and I was driving from New York. Well, I had caught the guys kind of fiddling around the house a couple of weeks earlier, and I was on my way back from New York in the middle of the night, and I wanted to do something, and and the girls were scrolling through their phones, and they went on and they saw that you guys were live. And I said, well, just put that on the speakers in the car. And we plugged that into the rental car. And that was the night, actually, I believe, because we'd watched you guys a couple of weeks earlier. But this was the night you actually said, hey, we love this, man. We will crash anybody's kitchen. All you have to do is reach out. And I remember saying, oh, man, are you guys in for it? And you guys kept playing like all night long because the numbers wouldn't go down. It was like we had 30 people, we had 40 people, we had 30 people. And you realize, as long as there's people here, we're going to play. And you played and you played. And Billy kept saying, hey, guys, now if you guys want us to come to your house, we'll come to your house. And all I could think is, man, his email box is going to explode.
It did.
It did. And here we are.
And to date, I want to say, oh, yeah.
How many kitchens, man? How many kitchens has it been?
Yeah, I was gonna say I think we broke 70 kitchens, but just before the whole COVID-19 thing happened, I think we broke 70 kitchens, and we're on track right now because usually we play a different kitchen every Friday, which is you're looking at maybe because we play, I'd say some big holidays we play here normally it's about 4 to 6 times a year here at the house. We have our anniversary show, we have some some bigger shows, so I'd say it's at least 40 kitchens per year. That we're looking at, especially with like a full year of Crashing Kitchens. So even this year, I believe we're going to get to 100 kitchens. I'm really excited for our 100th kitchen. I think it's going to be absolutely fantastic. I don't care where it's going to be. We're going to blow that place up. It's going to be so cool to have our 100th kitchen. And the only
Well,
reason we're able to do
Dina
that
wants to
is
remind y'all
because of the
that
people that invite us. Ooh, what's
Dina
that?
wants to remind y'all that mask, no mask, she doesn't give a rat's mask. But the July 4 weekend show is on. She wants her show. It's her birthday, and I will get hurt if you guys aren't here. Remember, it's
We don't want you to get hurt,
sometimes
GW. We don't
sometimes
want you
it's
to
not
be there.
about you.
We'll be there to
Sometimes it's
protect
about
you.
protecting the team.
Yeah. We gotta protect the Lord.
We got to look out for each
There
other.
you
We
go.
gotta look out for the Lord. Oh yeah, baby.
Circle
So a
the
huge shout out to
wagons, guys.
GW for that's right, man. A huge shout out to GW for joining us. Thank you so much for hanging out with us, my brother. It's so amazing to have you on here, and thank you for all that you have done for us individually and as a group over the past 3 years. I look forward so much to continuously working with you and seeing what else we can come up with and what other ideas we can put together. And watching you guys find so much success has been an absolutely amazing thing for me to experience, even from the sidelines, to just watch you guys grow and kick so much ass and help so many people out. It's very humbling to be a part of it, and I'm just really, really excited
Now
to see what we're going to do together.
I have to meet my obligations from CyberCon, and I think that would be a great opportunity for the Killaz and some cosplayers and everybody, for all of us to get together and do another Saturday show and have a good time with it. And we'll get Miss Amelia. We'll get Miss Amelia to come over and do her magic with this mug and try to turn me into something that's fun to look at.
That's a great idea.
I'm totally down for that, man. I'm totally down for that.
Can we host it?
Hell yeah, we're gonna host the crap out of that one. That's gonna be fantastic.
Yeah, man.
Before we get
I'm all
going,
about it.
GW, we want to give you a window of time. If you want to tell everybody who you are, what you guys have coming up, and where they can find whatever you want them to find. The floor is all yours, sir.
Guys, I'm G.W Pomichter. I am the host, producer, and director of the Hanging With Web Show and a producer of HWWS Web TV. I am also an author of the Lucky Marks Mystery Series, which you can see here, the cover for Lucky behind me. And then that also includes a follow-up book, Lot 28. There it is. And then also I am the author of the near dystopian alternative future book, Yesterday's Tomorrow. And I welcome you to check all those books out on Amazon. You can find the Hanging With Web Show and all of our shows at hwwswebtv.com. That's hwwswebtv.com. And that includes our HWWS Indie Music Radio station. So please, that's where you can find us. Sage threw it down in the comments. It's up there on screen. So please check us out, guys. Check out all of our creators. Keep watching KitchenKillaz. Keep watching all of our fantastic creators here. This is an amazing community. It is a privilege to be a part of it. And it is such an honor to come and share my time with the guys before they play, and just to be in the same room while they play. If you guys haven't done that yet, you need to reach out and tell the guys what kitchen they're going to crash, because if you're in that room, you're there for a lot of fun and a lot of fellowship.
Heck yeah! A huge shout out, Garrett. Thank you so much for joining us, man. If we had a rousing applause for the great GW, I know Terry McIver all the way in Ireland is clapping right now. Yeah, we need an applause button, like
we need a little touchpad with different sounds on it, so we can have the. After every song, we'll have like 3 different ones, so it doesn't sound like the same one every time.
Guys, thank you, everybody. Thank you guys for having me on. Thank you to Terry and Jen and Kyle and Lisa and all of the crew out there in the chat room who makes everything work for us too. So, guys, thanks for having me in. I want to hear you guys play. Shelly Wheeler's in the house again. We miss you, Shelly Wheeler.
That's right, baby.
Guys,
Awesome.
I'm here for the music.
Thank you so much for joining us, Jay. We'll talk to you soon, brother. Guys, I'm here for the music, though. That's right. We're going to get to it. But we did flip the pick while you were soloed, and it landed gold side up, so we got a third song coming for your way. Oh. Thank you so much, G. We'll talk to you soon, brother. Oh. Man, a huge shout out to Garrett. Absolutely incredible dude. What an inspiration, a fantastic individual, and he has such an amazing team that he works with. Sage and Dina, Steven, and Cosplay Michael. They really do create an amazing, amazing, amazing team. They're really out there and they're working really hard for every independent artist every single day, giving them a platform to share their pursuit and their passion at the same exact time. And please go to their YouTube channel, look at what's going on, subscribe, turn the notifications on, check out their music hour. Absolutely incredible. We're so happy to be a part of such an amazing community. Kenobi, and G.W Pomichter is most certainly our Obi-Wan Kenobi. Huge shout out to GW for joining us for this interview today. We most certainly appreciate it. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, we did a little flip the pick while we were off camera, and it landed gold side up. Just trust us. Believe me, 100%. Ladies and gentlemen, this song is called Powered Up. I hope you guys have a fantastic hump day. Yeah. FX. This won't last forever. This reaching out at night. Where your hands lay now, it's colder. Working hard to mend that heart from life. You were laid up on the table, cut open, removed that heart. Unstable, I've replaced it with gears and cables. I'm powered up, switched on, shut off, unravel. This time is mine to tell you what I need. This life is fire. It drops you to your knees. This pain reminds me of a time past by. You see, this broken heart was meant to be now. Rain sounds so much better when you're with me late at night. Where your hands lay now is warmer. I'm working hard to keep that love alive. I was laid up on the table, cut open, removed this heart, uncabled. You replaced it with gears. I'm stable, I'm powered up, switched on, shut off, unravel. This time is mine to do with what I please. This life is fire. It drops you to your knees. This pain reminds me of a time past by. You see, this broken heart was meant to be. So let that love run free. I'll be the warm embrace you need now. And this time is mine to do with what I please. This life is fire. It drops you to your knees. This pain reminds me of a time past by. You see, this broken heart was meant to be. So let that love run free. I'll be the warm embrace you need. Why don't you run to me and be the warm embrace you need now? Groovy, baby. Well done, sir. Well done. Thank you guys for joining us tonight. My name is Billy Floyd, and that is
The Commodore.
Very
The
true.
Commodore.
We are the KitchenKillaz from Orlando, Florida. A huge shout out to our entire team, Jen Hogan and Shelly Wheeler. Thank you so much for everything that you continue to do. A huge shout out to Kyle Nunez, to Terry McIver, to Michelle Hess, to all of our Patreon patrons, even artist Jillian Justice is in the house tonight. Thank you so much for spending some time with us. We definitely appreciate it. I saw Jason Sauer in here as well. A huge shout out to
Thanks for joining
to
us.
the NBG, Sean Flynn himself. We most certainly appreciate it. Alfred Pennyworth in here kicking all the ass and taking the names. I see Lynn Floyd in here, which means Harris Floyd is not that far away, and Nellie Gosnell, the godmother herself, right around the corner. We see you, Nellie. I hope you're having a really good day, sweetheart, and staying out of trouble. We appreciate you guys. Thank you to all of our sponsors as well. Wayne Dench Incorporated, huge shout out to you, my man. Thank you very much, Jason Sauer, for making it happen. Lakeland Barbecue Company, we appreciate everything you continue to do. Tornatori's Cafe and Pizzeria, EMS Mobile Detailing, making it happen, making it clean, and making it amazing. Castle Door Studios, huge shout out to Zach Cabral and Dr. Alyssa Rose for being absolutely incredible and allowing us.
They're back in business.
That's right, and we'll be there next Wednesday.
Next Wednesday.
Biggity, biggity, boom, baby. That's right. You guys have a fantastic evening. Thank you for sharing some time with us tonight. We most certainly appreciate it. Thank you for all you guys continue to do, and we hope you have a fantastic day. Yeah. Wait, I'm going to do that one more time. Day. Yeah.
Let's go put some icing on our hump day.
That's right, baby. You guys have a really good day. I will talk to you soon. My name is Billy Floyd, and that is
Commodore.
That's right, baby. We're the KitchenKillaz from Orlando, Florida, classified as a touring acoustic duo, crashing kitchens around the country. We do it every Friday, and we do it
for free.
This Friday, we have Josh Mullis in the house. He will be cooking up a storm and sharing with you some incredible recipe items that he has no idea about at all, but I know they're going to be tasty and amazing.
Can I take just a small second?
Take all the seconds you want, good
say
sir.
A short happy birthday.
Oh yeah. Can we do a happy birthday song?
To my sister Erin.
Let's do a happy birthday song.
Happy birthday to you.
Erin.
Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday, dear Aaron. Happy birthday to you. Aaron. And with that, we're out of here, guys. We'll talk to you soon. Stay out of trouble. We'll see you soon. Hit us up at kitchenkillaz@gmail.com. Find us on TikTok, Facebook, LinkedIn, Gmail, Twitter, MySpace, AOL Instant Messenger, all those good things.
All right,
we'll talk to you guys soon. Stay out of trouble. Bye.
Bye.